Hello dear students, in the previous class we talked about force in a detailed way. In this class we are going to talk about the state of motion. So here a force applied on an object may change its speed. So whenever a force is applied on an object, the speed of the object may change. Here the word may is used. It is not necessary that whenever a force is applied on an object, the speed has to change. It may change. So here let us take an example and try to understand the statement. You can see in this picture, this is a rubber circle. Now a boy is trying to push it in this direction. As you can see the road, it is a slope. Now when you leave the circle, it will move in this direction, in the downward direction. Now suppose this boy with the help of this stick will try to push it, try to hit it. Now the speed of this circle changes, it will increase. You might have done it in your you might have done it in your free time. Okay, so in village area the kids usually play with the tires of the cycle like this. You might have seen it. Okay, so whenever an object moves in one particular direction, in that same direction if force is applied, then the speed of the object may increase. Okay, so this is where a force is applied on an object may change its speed. This is all about the statement. So here the statement is trying to tell you that if an object is moving in one particular direction and in that same direction if another force is added into it, or another force is applied into it, then the speed of the object may increase. Now next one, if the force applied on the object is in the direction of its motion, the speed of the object increases. Okay, so this statement what I have just explained you. If the force applied on the object, see there is an object, on that object a force is applied in the direction of its motion. What is the direction of the motion? The direction in which the body or the object is moving, that is called the direction of motion. Suppose you are walking along a road. You cannot walk along a road in infinite directions. Okay, suppose from your home to a shop you are going. So there is a particular way, there is a particular direction in which you will go. Okay, like that. Suppose in this road, suppose this tire is moving, it has to move in one particular direction. At one particular time it cannot move in east, west, north and south in all the direction. It has to move in one particular direction. The direction in which an object is moving, if the force is applied on the same direction, then the speed of the object will increase. Okay, now see this one. Okay, this is a ball. This is a very small ball. Now suppose this ball is moving in this direction. Now the scale behaves like an obstacle into it, so it changes its direction. Okay, here you can see. Okay, so when an object is moving in one particular direction and an obstacle comes in its path, the object may change its direction. Okay, now third one. Now if the force is applied in the direction opposite to the direction of motion, then it results in a decrease in the speed of the object. Okay, so here if the force is applied in the direction opposite to the direction of motion. So earlier we talked about the force is applied in the direction of motion, the direction in which the body was moving and the force which is applied was same. Now here what happens, the body is moving in one direction. Okay, the force is applied in another direction opposite to it. So if in this case then it results in decrease in the speed of the object. So the speed of the object decreases. Now all of you know how to ride a bicycle. Suppose there are three different types of roads. One is straight line, straight road, another one is inclined one, another one is declined one. Okay, so here in a straight road you can easily ride your bicycle. Okay, in the declined one here, okay, you can move more than your normal speed, more than your average speed that you usually move. But here in the inclined one, this one, see this picture, the boy is trying to ride his bicycle in an inclined plane or inclined road. You have to apply more force to overcome the challenges, to overcome the obstacle. Here what happens, this cycle, if you will not apply any force, usually it will try to move in the downward direction. Like suppose you take a tire here or a stone here, if you give it a little bit push, it will try to move in this direction, in the downward direction. Now the cycle itself is also trying to move in the downward direction. So in which direction you are moving? In the upward direction, which is opposite to it. So in this case, a decrease in the speed of the object. So there will be a decrease in the speed of the object. That means if you pedal the cycle same rate as if here you are pedaling the cycle, so the same pedaling if you do in the declined surface or in a normal surface, that is plane surface, then speed of your cycle will be more compared to this case. Okay, so what is the conclusion here? A force may bring a change in the state of motion of an object. So if an object is at any state of motion, when a force is applied on the object, the state of motion of the object may change. Now what is the state of motion? What is it? So let us understand. The state of motion of an object is described by its speed. Okay, see, how do you describe the state of motion? First is speed. What is the speed? And the direction of motion, in which direction it is moving. Okay, so there are two things which needs to be considered while describing the state of motion of an object. First one is speed. What is the speed through which it is moving and in which direction it is moving. The state of rest is considered to be the state of zero speed. Now suppose if an object is at rest position, suppose you have a book on your table, is the book moving itself? No, it cannot move itself. You have to pick up the book. You have to pick the book up. So when your book is on the table, it is not moving. Here its speed is zero. So here it is known as state of zero speed or rest position. Okay, an object may be at rest or in motion. Both are in its state of motion. That means whether the body is at rest position, that means it is not moving, or the body or an object is moving. Okay, both are known as states of motion. So there are two states of motion. First one is rest, another one is moving. Okay, state of zero and state of motion. Okay, so this is all about this class. We'll continue this in the next period, next class. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.